Welcome friends. Today we'll discuss about cash flow statement. How to read cash flow statement. It is very important. Profit and loss account shows whatever sales made or revenue generated, but it does not show whether those revenues has been realized or no. Simply selling will show that revenue generated, but cash flow statement will show actual cash realized, whatever cash coming and going. From name itself, it is quite clear. Cash flow, incoming cash, outgoing cash, whatever cash transaction happening, that will be shown here. So it is very important. It is shows actual health of a company, whether company have operating cash or no, or there is cash crunch. Let us see a tea vendor or a coffee shop. Normally, whatever they sell on cash only. So there should not be any cash crunch for them. But see other example, say a mobile shopkeeper or a laptop shopkeeper. Let us see in a month, a shopkeeper sold 20 laptop. Each price is 50 lakh. So total will be 10 lakh. But out of that, suppose they sold some on cash basis, but some for next month payment basis, they sold it. So out of 20, say 15 there got cash. So 15 into 50, 7 lakh 50,000 they got in cash. But 250 they will get next month, or maybe some amount they will not receive. But think, same month, if a shopkeeper has to repay 8 lakh loan to bank, that means there is cash crunch. Despite having sale, enough sale, there is no cash to pay back to bank. There is 50,000 shortfall, and there may be some other expenses, small. So it is very important to see here, company, despite making sales, despite showing profit as loss account, it is in profit, it will have enough cash. But in actual, company is not having that much cash to repay bank loans. So this cash flow shows actual situation, actual health of a company. So it is very important to read cash flow, and that will show actual health of the company. And based on that information, one can have decision. Say a restaurant is running, they have different activities, and from those activities, how cash is coming and going. Then we will see and understand. For example, a restaurant is have some expenses on display of advertisements and to attract customers. Actually, last year we have went for a Ganga, the Ganges Baths, and in between we see so many places, Mama restaurant. So I was also attracted and went there. So it is one of the good way to attract customers. So we see here the company have some expenses on advertisements. Okay. Second thing we can see they hire cook to prepare delicious good food. Third activity maybe they buy some new utensils as per new requirement. Maybe old utensils are worn out to replace that one. Another activity maybe seek some short term bank loan for their purchasing of utensils and other things, maybe other things. Issue certificate of deposit for raising fund. This may be possible. Some part raised through this. Issue new share to friends to raise fund, raise capital for expansion of the restaurant. Maybe they want other places open new restaurant, invest in a new startup company, working for snacks selling, innovative snacks selling. So may invest that maybe park excess money, if any, in a FD or any investment in a building for future restaurant opening, upgrade sound system for the restaurant for better experience. So we see some activities done by our restaurant and how this will be shown in cash flow statement. What will be the situation there? So let us see. I have tried to capture these activities here. So first in expenditure towards advertisement. So this will decrease cash. That is why I have for clarity shown in red. And the same thing, how it will be shown in balance sheet. This will be treated as an asset as it increases the brand value. Second, ex- expenditure towards new recruits like cook. This will decrease cash, but this will be treated as an asset because it increases the company's intellectual capital. Third, expenditure towards new equipment, utensils here. This is also decreasing cash, but it will be a company's asset. Now, fourth activity is loan taken from bank. So this will cash inflow to restaurant business. So it is cash increasing, but loan is a liability. Deposit via CD means cash inflow. This is also increasing cash, but CD is liability because we have to repay whatever the certificate of deposit. Through that, we have received cash. Inflow of fresh capital means cash inflow from friends or someone. This is increasing capital, but we have to repay whenever this company dissolve. This will go out. So it will treat it as a liability or as a shareholders capital, shareholders equity. Another activity, investment in a startup means cash outflow. So it will decrease cash. And of course, investment is an asset. Money parked in FD means cash going out of business. So cash balance will be decreased and equivalent to cash, hence considered an asset. Another investment in building means cash going out of business. So this will again decrease cash and this is an asset. Gross block considered as an asset because this asset will be used for future restaurant opening, expansion of the restaurant. And last one, expenditure was the sound system. So this will also decrease cash, but this is also an asset. Left side activity, OA, all this we have written. So OA is operational activity. This first three is operational activity from restaurant. This expenditure towards advertisement. This is operational activity. What are activity done for this operation of a restaurant? This will come under this one, like marketing, sales, preparation of food, running of a restaurant. So all this come under this. So that is why this three is operational activity. Of course, this new recruits, the salary will go from restaurant, equipment, this. Another three is financing activity as these are cash coming and cash going. This financing happening. Another three, these investment activities. So that we have classified for better understanding. Now here, important thing to observe is we see three places cash increases, but same time we see right side this balance sheet liability also increases. That means if we have to reduce liability, cash will also decrease. So this is important observation. Based on that, we will analyze further cash flow. In first three, we see cash decrease, but assets increases. So whenever assets will decrease, cash will increase. So there is a corollary, there is some relation. So we have to take care. Again, downside we see whenever investment increases, this cash will be decreased and asset will increase. So this is important thing and we have to take in care and that will further our analysis will be done. So let us see a real example. Like earlier example, this Amar Raja battery, here we are taking and directly we will go to cash flow. Cash flow we can see here. There are three activity operating, investing and financing. Financing activity is nothing but only finance part. That means whatever we are taking loan or repaying loan or raising any cash through diluting share, all this will come under financing activity. And this financing activity, here we can see negative, can be negative or positive. It depends on what activities we are doing. It does not matter much whether it is positive or negative, but we have to see why it is negative, why positive. For example, negative here showing that means cash going out of business for repayment of loans or advances. If it is positive, that means cash is coming, maybe through diluting of shares or maybe loan is being taken. So this will show that much only. This investing activity, this can be negative or positive. It does not matter much, but we have to see why this is positive and negative again. It can be negative because this money going outside to purchase any building. That is why it is showing here negative because cash is going from business. It can be positive. For example, a building is sold or maybe a scrap or unused something is sold and money is coming from old investment. So this can be a positive, but we have to see nature of cash coming or going. First is operating activity. This is important. This must be positive. From core business, there should be so much of cash flow so that it can be a positive in all circumstances. If it is in negative, then there is a red signal. Company is not able to generate as much cash required. Yeah. So we must be away from such companies wherever operating cash flow is negative. Here we can see Amaraja battery, there is constant positive. So one can definitely think of purchasing Amaraja share. Of course, we have to see whether this cash is increasing in sync with here, the sales increases or no. Operating for a profit in same, if it is increasing, then it is good. If cash for revenue increasing, say 20%, but operating activity it's showing only 10%, then it is a problem. Then we must think of such irregularities. Maybe company fudging some of their invoices only to show company's profit, but in actual it is not in profit because cash is not getting realized. Of course, we have to look into different type of businesses where this cash is not really received quickly, like in infrastructure, it takes times. So there may be some misleading like L&T for any infrastructure company, NBFC or a bank where they might have given long-term loan. So we have to see. But for all others, corresponding sales must match with cash generated from operating activities. Let us see another company like Suzlon, as we have seen earlier. Here we can see the earlier days when company was good, there is huge positive cash flow. But from 2016, there is negative, big negative, again 17 positive, maybe they have sold something. And then afterward, negative, positive, negative, positive again. So there is negative so many places, and we have to see whether this corresponding liability is matching with cash flow or no. This sales we can see constantly in decreasing trend only. Here only some increasement, but almost all decreasing trend. But here we can see big no similar decreasing. So that means there is more irregularity or something wrong with this Suzlon sales and operating profit not in sync. So we must be away from Suzlon or any such companies where we didn't see some corresponding data are similar in nature. This is from today, and we will see some more tomorrow. If you find some value, please do share with your friends and colleagues. Thank you. Bye bye.